Good morning, Smiley Squad. How you all doing? We're gonna do our wishes today. I am nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. He's guaranteed, but thank you, Lore Seeker. Thank you, thank you. I need to make this just a tiny bit smaller. Oh, I hear myself twice. Just a tiny bit smaller. There we go. Oh. He's coming home. He's coming home no matter what, so I don't really need to be that nervous. I just hope I have enough materials I've been saving. Because I know we have to level him up. Are you all ready, chat? Is there a gap or am I crazy? I feel like it's fine. No, there's a gap. I see it. I see it. You guys can't see what I'm talking about unless you're watching on TikTok. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. Yes? Is that better? I don't know. It's fine. Everything's fine. Thank you, Tannis. I need him to come home. I really want to get the achievement. I want to get the achievement where you get 10 5-stars in a pool. Welcome to Love in Deep Space, Tannis. It's my other favorite game. I love this game. We are trying to get Silas's myth today. Okay. There's not a 5-star in there. Yes. Absolutely. Other than, I don't think any of the boys are vampires. There's 5-star. Let's go. He's a dragon. Please be Silas. Please be Silas. Zane? Zane, honey. Zane. This is Silas's moment. Not yours. It's not your moment. God damn it! He does. He really does. I knew it was gonna do that to me. Yeah, because, you know, it's not like I don't want to rank up my mans. Everything's fine. Back-to-back 5-stars? That'd be amazing. 2 4-stars in a pool. Hey. We aren't gonna get to rank him up. Damn. It's a Silas 4-star that I already have. I'll take it. I didn't realize I still had 13 wishes. Hi, Red Hood. How are you? It's okay because we get him. Give me. Give me Blossom. Yay! Yay! Give me my mans. He's mine now. He's all mine. Affinity 83. You doing what? I'm looking at the moon. I'm just walking around while looking at the moon. The moon is beautiful tonight. Guess you haven't been busy lately. You still have energy to walk. I just want to be alone. Night makes people reflect on things. I wanted to be alone. Of course you'd reflect. Wanderers won't go through. Here's a tip. Go home now. Are you worried about me? Why are you worried about someone like me? Didn't you say talking before acting? Never mind. Send me your location. I suddenly feel like taking a walk too. I need some company. He's so sweet. Yeah, you did unexpectedly run into somebody by coming home before Silas. I unexpectedly ran into someone at the gym's door at approximately 10 p.m. There was also a surprise. Actually, I was surprised. You're still working out at this hour, Dr. Zane. I'm gonna have that 4-star completely, like, maxed out, too.
Hands now.
Should we see what else we get, chat? Do we get another 5-star? Oh my god, we do! Yeah! Who is it? It's my mans! Yay! Fuck yeah! I just needed the plushie. Yay! We ranked him up. I have to rank him up another time to get the other outfit. I'll cry. It is toasty in my house. Oh my god, I just unlocked a new pose with him too. Literally been trying to stack materials all week. Still don't have enough. I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna bump down my heat just a little bit. I'm cooking. If you guys missed the first half of the myth, it is out on YouTube. I posted it on Wednesday. Was that Wednesday this week? Tuesday? I don't remember what day I posted that. Oh shit. Because we're going to be playing through the second half of the myth today. Still not enough. Oh, I don't even have a protocore for him. Uh-oh. I did, and I ranked him up one time, Harpy. Just the one card, though. I have to rank up the other card to get the outfit. Zane came home again, so now I have Cozy Afternoon completely max ranked. It's fine. I honestly would have preferred one of the 4-seer cards over Cozy Afternoon, but it's fine.
Our souls are bound.
I'll be happy with what I got. We're gonna be a mess today. Hope you guys are ready, chat, because I might cry today. We'll see. Silas, where did you go? I should be the one asking you that. You disappeared, kitten. Did you forget this is the N109 zone? I saw a crowd up ahead holding a street auction, so I left to see if the gem was there. But I have to admit, you quickly found me. It doesn't take much guessing to know where you'd wander off to. And luring you doesn't even need a bait. I am Harpy. A loud screeching sound filled the air, and the car in the distance just smashed into a drive safely sign. Alright, that settles it. Deal. Look what I bought, Silas. Looks like you've really gotten the hang of this place. You're even better at bargaining than the owner. I should bring you to my next business meeting as Anakynus' secret weapon. I charge a hefty fee, but I could give you a friend discount. A bestie discount. They're besties. I suggest you redo your calculations, kitten. I'm not sure if friends is quite the right word for us. Ooh! Wait, he didn't call us friend? The first half of the myth is out on my YouTube. In case anybody
arrives outside this sanctuary, even
missed
if
it.
the world crumbles.
How did I miss that? Yay. I need to level that up too. I don't even know if we can finish it fully. Still, I might not have enough. I'm gonna try, though. I need to prepare for our hike this weekend, so I'm squeezing in an extra workout. Zane over here being all proper. Let me hydrate with Pepsi and then my water. We gotta read. Kind of debating on turning that one light off. It's kind of like right in my eyeballs and I hate it. Yeah, and I'm at 7. Wouldn't be the first time this has happened. I don't know if I have anything else I can use here. I have 350 diamonds I could use for stamina to try.
Our souls are bound.
Nope. What else do I need? Let's see. At least I have him. My only thing I want to nitpick about this is the weapon isn't recolored with the white and blue outfit, and I kind of wish that it was. I think it's the same thing with this, too. Like, I wish this was recolored to, like, the gray and black with the gold. Maybe someday they'll hear me out about that. How do I put that on her? Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, wait. Give me my dragon. Yes. Beautiful. I like the red. I just wish with the other outfit it was recolored. It's my OCD. It's fucking with me a little bit about that. Wait. Oh my god. Y'all. It's the caffeine brain. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I keep forgetting what I was gonna do. Nope. I need 1,200. I don't know if I have enough stamina either way to do this. Perfect. Do we have enough now? Yes. Okay, now we can do the myth. Let me hydrate the vocal cords again. Here we go. What happened that night at the tavern, along with the words we exchanged, is never brought up by us again. By the light of day, it became dark. Absurd secret hanging between us. It became a dark, absurd secret hanging between us. Words. Taurus City reveals every night where shallow desires are easier to face than genuine feelings. With the return to the fiend, Doomsday's ominous shadow once again haunts the war-torn lands of Philos. Under the guise of exterminating the fiend, the Legion of Justicia sparks wars across the planet. Those who dare to oppose them are branded as sinners and put on trial at the court of Justicia. The sacred judicator's authority hangs by a fragile thread. The long-standing resentment along the people reaches its boiling point, and it's fueled by the fiend's resurgence. Meanwhile, Silas and I pay no mind to it at all. Our path to plunder stretches across nearly every corner of the world. But amidst the feast of desires and my thirst for revenge deepens, the cursed dark crowds gather thicker around me, and the dragon, casting its ever darker shadows over our fates. Words are hard.
Please don't kill me. Spare my life. I'll do anything for you. Yes, money. I have plenty of treasures. I collected them from different places. You can find them in the inner sanctum. The key is right here.
R.I.P. Black-red mist warps past him, and the owner of the sanctuary twitches. He falls to the ground. I take the key from his stiff hand, dangle it on my pinky, and follow Silas into the luxurious inner sanctum. I can't remember how many places we've raided. The guards and traps in this place are remarkably sophisticated. They even managed to injure Silas. Unfortunately for them, they serve as an incompetent master. They serve an incompetent master. That was the word. I bet those guards never imagined they'd be risking their lives for a cowardly imposter. Have we made quite the name for ourselves?
After raiding so many places in a row, I thought you'd display some self-awareness.
Silas appears disinterested, his gaze briefly scanning the treasures behind the door before moving elsewhere, yet his eyes linger on something beyond the nearby sheer curtain. The wind lifts the curtains and reveals a massive organ in the wall. Its presence is illuminated by the setting sun.
What a pleasant surprise.
Smiling, I put down the jewelry I was holding and adjust my dress. I sit down before the organ. Melodious music resounds while the wind sweeps through the building. Sunlight casts a radiant glow and harmonious blends with the enchanting melody. My performance ends and the sanctuary falls silent.
Why did you stop?
I get up and retrieve the sword resting near the organ. A requiem? That's the word. Is meant to soothe the dead, but the souls in this place don't deserve it. Standing on my tiptoes, I move closer to Silas. As soon as he narrows his eyes, I quickly step to the side and gracefully ascend the stairs. They were sanctimonious enough when they were alive. I have no intention of praising their ugly souls. What I desire is... My fingers brush over the renowned painting adorning the wall. I turn and lift the hem of my dress and sit on the sacred throne positioned at the top of the stairs. I point to my toes and in silence, I hook my leg around the dragon's. As he reaches his last step, just as he leans forward, I tug him closer. To live freely and die without regrets. Our breaths mingle and our heartbeats sync. Oh, we close. Light ripples in his eyes and his lips slowly curl into a smile. With a flick of his tail, he catches me off guard, wrapping it around my waist and pulling me in.
Are you aware of your soul's scent?
He meets my gaze, leaning in provocatively. His breath teasingly caresses the pulse of my neck. I'm already flustered. Oh boy.
It's akin to a strong liquor topped off with salt. Forever boiling and never satisfied.
A shiver ripples through me. Deep in my body, the mark on my shoulder burns with heat like never before. I wonder what's boiling inside the dragon at this very moment. I don't retreat. In this intimate proximity, I reach out and brush my fingers against his lashes. And you? What is it that you desire? The fading sunset casts a hazy glow over everything, spilling over his brow and rolling down his throat. He says nothing. I take his silence as consent, but just as I reach for his right eye, my wrist is suddenly gripped tight. The moment his skin touches mine, the memories tainted by a bloody hue flash before my eyes. A blood-stained young man turns his head in the unfathomable darkness. He seems to be...
You ask too many questions.
His voice shatters the illusion. I return to reality and Silas has already released my hand. A sinister blood-red gleam flashes in his eye. Where are you going?
I've never asked you that.
It's a shame I won't ever learn how to be tactful. Hello. Wasn't sensing my finger. The mark on my shoulder throbs and burns. I move ahead of him and block his path. Were those guards not enough for you?
What?
You still want to hide it from me? I sweep the strands of hair away from my neck, revealing the mark he left behind. Whenever your hunger for souls flares up, this mark you gave me stirs too. Lately, it's been acting up more frequently. I take a step towards him without hesitating. I caress the area around his eye. When our skin touches again, the mark on my shoulder flares with heat, and a familiar searing pain floods through me. I stagger back, yet an inexplicable bond persists and connects me to him.
Crossing the line again and again and again. Other than your desire, your audacity is boundless.
What the hell? Why he sound like that? What was that? Oh. That was amazing. Von Spamalot. It has been a long time no see. I hope you've been well. Suddenly a force erupts, flinging me several steps away. I brace myself against the edge of the table, studying my stance. As I lift my head, I notice thin wisp of dark mist slipping from beneath Silas's hand, which covers his right eye. Silas, you... Thick clouds silently shroud the sanctuary's ceiling. Half of his body sinks into the shadows, and he lowers his arm with a ragged breath. Black-red energy particles drift from the corners of his eyes, and his gaze is now completely drenched in blood red.
Did you forget what I truly am?
No. No, I didn't. The ongoing black mist binds my limbs. Silas' face is lost in the shadows, hidden from view. Something's wrong with him right now. The shackle around my neck suddenly tightens, and the pain from the depths of my soul strikes again. Are you going to devour me? No, you won't.
I won't. Have you spun so many lies that you've begun to believe them yourself? Shall I remind you? You are nothing. You are but a soul that was fed by a fiend.
Voice acting is immaculate. Rent was due. No, this isn't who he really is. The mark on my shoulder grows like thorns. It tightens its grip around my body. Demon Dragon Daddy. My strength drains away. My vision blurs. With my senses slipping, all that remains is an empty husk.
So long as I desire it, I can feast at any time.
My body thrashes in a vast void of near death. The chaotic screams in my mind slowly crystallize. Eat. Eat him. Devour him. Eat. Eat him. A thin streak of golden light bursts from the mark and surges down my arm to my palm, shattering the bind that holds me. The terrifying suffocation devours my consciousness, yet something appears in my hand and guides me to strike at Silas. Warm liquid splashes onto my cheek. The blood-red great sword solidifies from the phantom into reality, and I thrust it into his chest. No! No! His scarlet eyes widen in disbelief as we lock gazes, the air heavy with the silence between us.
The dragon. The fiend has been slain.
She's the Justiciator? The Judicator's oracle burst into the sanctuary with the Legion of Justicia, their voice frantic and uneven as they shout out.
Capture it! Capture it now!
My hand trembles, the sword dissolves, turning into light and returning into my body. The force restraining me loosens its grip. I fall onto the pristine floor of the sanctuary. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. No, that sword, I didn't mean to. Blood bursts from Silas's chest and the soldier's blades are poised right at his head. In his current condition, facing off against the Legion is a grave risk. I grit my teeth, get up, and shove him past the white stone doors behind us. The doors slam shut. I turn up and snatch the weapon, pointing it at the soldiers crowding in. You saw it yourselves. The fiend couldn't best me. Anyone who steps closer will meet their end by this sword. Bud the Rip. Twitch recommended you here. Well, welcome in. Behind the white stone doors, blood continues to fall onto the floor. It seeps out from the cracks. The whispers of desire grow louder. The blood-red hue in Silas's vision surges and boils. His gaze is nearly drowned in crimson. Ignoring the grievous injury from the greatsword, he only knows that the curse almost came true. He almost lost his mind and killed her. The boiling, nearly irrational urge to kill rages on, refusing to calm. The wounds on his body remained open, unhealed. He gets down on one knee and sharp claws begin to sprout from the hand covering his right eye. An irresistible force pierces through the flesh and bones. It transforms into massive wings that spread wide from his back. The sanctuary's pristine bell tower trembles as a savage force destroys it from within. A roar resounds from the collapsing rubble. The mad dragon spreads his wings and surges forth before crashing to the ground amidst the human screams. Wings struggle to flap. He stumbles. A vortex stirs, nearly leveling all the buildings in its path. And then he finally flies towards the distant tourist city. I'm not okay. That was only 6. I figured that was gonna happen more towards the end. Okay. Alright. I gotta use the bathroom, chat, because I did hydrate a lot before reading this because I knew it was probably going to be difficult on my voice. So I will be right back momentarily. Okay. I had to, like, let that process for a moment, too. I need him again. You know, I haven't, like, cried reading something since The Fault in Our Stars. I'm really worried right now, chat. The sight of the dragon rampaging through the city and flying off towards Tourist City haunts every soul that day. When I finally break free from the chaos of the Legion and rush out of the sanctuary, I only see his figure disappearing into the storm clouds. The trail of blood left along his flight path makes people realize that this fiend is gravely injured. Soon every faction of the Legion and every opportunist seeking to profit from the death of the dragon heads for Tourist City. I steal the armor of the dead soldier and blend into the ranks. I make my way to the dragon as quickly as I can. I need to reach him before anyone else does, before they try to end him. Even if fate just showed me, I'm the only one who could truly kill him. When I arrive at Tourist City, I see nothing but soaring flames. The dragon's lair on the cliff has been reduced to rubble. How could this have happened? The Legion of Justicia have set up numerous traps and ambushes along the way. I hear the shouts carried by the wind.
The fiend is wounded. He can't have gone far. Keep looking.
But where could he be? He's not in the Tourist City, and he's definitely not in the Abyss. What other places? The brand on my neck burns with a pain from deep within my soul. It's pulling the soul fragment the dragon left inside my body. My gaze unconsciously drifts across the withered forest and lands on the obsidian spire that is partially collapsed.
Before long, the fiend will meet his destined arch-nemesis once again. Right over there.
His destined arch-nemesis. I force a passing soldier off his mount and take his horse and race towards the Black Chapel. The closer I get to the building, the more vivid the crimson bloodstains along the mountain path become. The horns and shouts calling for the dragon slowly fade, leaving only the rapid hoofbeats and my anxious heartbeat to fill the silence. By the time I reach the obsidian steps, the tiny stream of blood is nearly dried. When I push open the gate from the long abandoned chapel, nestled deep within the forest, a cold moon hangs in the night sky. The bright light filters through the shattered spire. Dazed, I see the dragon, barely alive. He lies in the center of the room. Silas! There's no reply. I run over to him and pay no attention to the legion of Justicia who have died to his claws. On the raised platform, the dragon's eyes are closed. His body is drenched in blood, and the droplets are dripping from the edge. How could this be? Aren't your wounds supposed to heal fast? I try to stem the bleeding, but it's futile. His chest. This is the wound I gave him. All his wounds remain as is. They don't show any signs of healing. A sudden roar resounds as the dragon opens his eyes. A fierce gale pushes me back and slams me against a pillar. A sharp metallic taste fills my mouth. His fangs are at my neck, puncturing my skin. One more push and he'd snap my spine. Silas. Silas, you're Silas. The mark on my shoulder, words, boils with the agony only death could deliver. I suppress my fear, lift my trembling hand, and gently place it on the dragon's eyes. A soft requiem echoes within the spacious room. The roaring slowly subsides, as if something deep inside him stirs awake. The dragon begins to struggle violently. The bestial chaos in his eyes clears. When the song ends, his gaze finally reflects my face. Silas. I close my eyes and press my lips against the dragon's. Oh. A moment later, a familiar figure appears before me. His lashes flutter as he stumbles, collapsing with me onto the cold floor. Silas! Silas, wake up! Don't fall asleep! Silas! Black mist spills out from every wound in his body as if his very life is being drained away. I am not okay! When my blood touches his chest that's shrouded in black mist, a sharp pain pierces my mind. Eat him, he's yours. No! Kill him, devour the... No! Exhilarated, my heart races. Fervent desire reverberates in my ears. My arm trembles as I raise it, unable to control it. My hand is close to Silas's heart. Yes, use your strength just like that. My hand quivers uncontrollably. I grit my teeth, trying to shake off the voice in my mind, but suddenly my wrist is caught.
Don't know where to aim.
Silas had opened his eyes without me noticing. He presses my wrist down on... Oh my god, words. As he presses my wrist down, a faint, weak smirk curves at his lips.
I can tell you.
The phantom of the great sword nearly forms again. It feels like it's waking from a trance, and I fling his hand away, breathless. Have you gone mad? A smile gradually graces Silas's face. His eyes gleam like precious gemstones in the depths of darkness.
What about you? Before the mark disappears, you still have a chance to kill me.
He tightly grips my arm and struggles to support himself in the pool of blood. Leaning against the pillar, his tail reaches out to me.
You've got it right at my heart. So I hesitate.
Because she loves you, dumbass! Sorry. Struggling to breathe, I kneel before him as I'm forced to meet his gaze. His tail moves before I can react. My heartbeat reverberates in my ears. His aura burns like flames and slowly engulfs me.
Do remember. Only the Fiend's destined arch-nemesis can kill him. Who exactly do you think that is?
And an inexplicable raging inferno surges within me. Indignant? Is that how I say it? I laugh. I open my mouth and sink my teeth into his hand. I don't believe in this destined arch-nemesis nonsense. Moonlight boils in his eyes. Silas cackles. He lowers his head and bites my shoulder like a predator. You. Pain spreads like fire. Then Silas extends his tongue, slowly licking the wound on my shoulder. It's as if he's claiming and soothing me.
If you want to push me away, now's the time.
His tongue alternates between licking and biting, sending a strange tingling sensation through my body despite the lingering pain. He slowly licks over my throbbing wound. Silas tightens his grip again and again. His eyes are filled with fervent excitement and hunger that knows no end.
However, if you don't want to...
This is wild. The mark on my shoulder that belongs to him burns. Dizzy, I lift my gaze. My strength is draining away, but I see his wound slowly healing. Silas, did you already know that we would instinctively want to devour each other? Then why did you rescue me from the abyss? I wiggle under him, and he intertwines his fingers with mine. My hands are ensnared.
And what about you? Why didn't you just kill me earlier?
I freeze. In the moonlit silence, Silas raises his hand and gently touches the area around my eyes. In the darkness, a kiss as gentle as falling... I was reading that. Where was that? A kiss as gentle as a falling flower lands above my eyes. He kissed her forehead. Adorable. My limbs tremble, weakened by the torrent of emotions coursing through me. I gaze into his eyes for what feels like an eternity. The murky chaos that was once impossible to read is gone. At this moment, I could finally see his eyes clearly.
The Fiend will meet his destined arch-nemesis again at this place. I'll admit he was correct. I told you before that I'd give you 2 more chances to kill me. Now, you only have 1.
In that instant, the turmoil in my heart settles, and I twist my hand to clasp his. You only said a half-truth. I told you before that I'm greedy, I live how I want, and I hate being controlled by others. If fate wants me to kill the Fiend... Warm, soft, golden light fills from my palm. I press it against the wound on Silas's chest. Then I'll save him instead.
Save me? Are you aware of the cost? Once we hold hands now, our lives will be bound together.
Hello, is it
along with our
hysteria?
deaths.
Welcome in.
We must offer half our soul to the other. They'll be merged to forge an
I'm doing good. How are you?
bond. To share your life with a Fiend. It might be a punishment worse than having your soul devoured.
You're welcome. That's good, that's good.
Will you truly not regret it?
I said I'll live, didn't I? No matter the cost. If following our hearts is a sin, then you and I must be the last of our kind in this world. Moonlight replaces the flickering candlelight, and as our hearts beat in unison, he kisses the inside of my wrist with something akin to devotion.
In that case, Stay by my side until the end of time.
In the moonlight, the dragon's tail wraps around me and draws me into his embrace. He spreads one wing to shield us from the cold wind and the sudden midnight rain. That night, I fall into a deep sleep in his warm embrace. They're gonna destroy me. The night fog envelops me. I feel like I'm trapped in a long, chaotic nightmare. When I wake up, I'm surrounded by a red valley filled with blooming datura. My arms feel heavy. I look down and see a huge horned creature. I hold it as it dies. I don't know why I'm here. I just vaguely remember having a dragon in the pitch-black chapel. I desperately try to recall, but the last clear memory I have of the dragon ends on that blood-soaked night under the moon. Everything afterwards feels like shredded fragments, incomplete and scattered. It's like hearing half of the chord meant to be played with both hands. Like a dance that's supposed to be for two, with only one left to dance it alone. Maybe I'm imagining things. But after half of our souls are exchanged, I've been dreaming of him more and more, sometimes even while awake. When I'm alone, I always see him by my side. Those visions, I can't tell if they really happened or if they're just my own fantasies or if they're his. Or maybe I'm seeing the other half of the soul that's within me.
Why are you so worried? I just want to rest. I won't die.
In your current state, you might not wake up at all.
That song you played. It'd be nice if I could hear it again.
They're going to destroy me. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. The Black Chapel is like an illusion steeped in darkness. I can't remember if I finished playing that piece. But it's a requiem, a song meant for the departed. Sometimes I think we never truly left the chapel that night. I live there with the dragon, we keep each other company, and we live a peaceful life away from everyone. Oh. On days where we tended to our wounds, we'd go hunting in the forest or disguise ourselves to the shop at the market. Little by little, the chapel became filled with traces of us. On the pew, there'd be a salve I mixed for his wounds the night before. By the stained glass, the sheath he made for my sword hangs proudly. Slowly, it feels like we truly made a home here together. Hang this one a little higher and be careful. Oh, no, I hit the wrong button. No, stop. I'm really good at this, chat. Hang this one a little higher and be careful with this. Don't let your horns get caught on. Hey! I feel my body become weightless. Silas had encircled me in his arms and around my waist and lifted me. He put me on his shoulder. My view rises in a flash and I widen my eyes, looking down to meet his gaze.
What? Didn't you say it should be hung higher?
His eyes gleam with amusement. I can't help but smile too. We're more in sync than I thought. When I raise a hand, he moves slowly, keeping one arm steady around my waist. He doesn't falter. I hang up each decoration from the pile of the pew, on the pew, one after another. As I reach inside my bag again, my fingers brush against the only item that's left. Here's the last one, but this one's different. I tilt my head and raise my chin towards Silas. Close your eyes. He looks up. He's slightly confused, but he doesn't question me. Instead, he obediently closes his eyes. Sunlight caresses his hair and makes it look soft and fluffy. Smiling, I carefully placed the flower crown I prepared on his head. I wasn't expecting much, but it suits you well. Silas opens his eyes. Hesitant, he raises his hand to touch the upturned petals and gently adjusts them.
So you stayed up late these past few nights to make this?
You didn't sleep either? He chuckles without responding, reaching up to pluck a tiny petal that's gotten caught in my hair.
Do you like flowers?
Yes, I guess, but there aren't a lot in Tourist City. I had to scour the entire woods to get this much.
The forest barely has any flowers.
What do you mean?
Hold on tight.
Before I can finish, Silas wraps his arms around my waist and lifts me. The air brushes past us. He lets out a hearty laugh as he spreads his wings.
Since you gave me a gift, I should respond in kind.
Oh my god, he's flying
Watch your
with
step.
us.
Oh, great sorceress, we've arrived.
Oh, wow. I thought there wouldn't be, I missed it. Place like this in the city?
What did you think Taurus City was like?
The city is similar to its ruler, nothing but blood.
Well, you should have developed a new impression by now. Just because you haven't seen the other sides of it doesn't mean they don't exist.
Then I need to take a closer look. What else haven't I noticed?
Have your fill? Seen enough? Wouldn't you say this angle is better?
Too bad I can't see it all. However... What's happening? Oh, I don't want to do that. Can I get the petal off of his eye? It's not gonna sense me. This is just getting awkward. Do I have to? Do I have to? Thank you.
You're quite daring.
I could be even bolder. Let's put the flower in his horn. That's adorable. Flowers suit you better than Tourist City.
That's the first time someone said those words to me. Only you and this flower can touch me here.
Oh. My beans.
You know, Taurus City can have flowers bloom everywhere, as far as the eye can see. But only for one person.
They really cut out the kiss. Ah! On the other side of that nightmare, the dragon never took me to the valley where the flowers bloomed. On the night we exchanged souls, the sacred judicator himself led the entire Legion of Justicia to surround the Black Chapel. I'm doing good, Night Brother. How are you? They spared no effort trying to capture the severely injured dragon. The mark on the dragon left on my shoulder serves as undeniable proof of my being as a sorceress. The news of the fiend's death spreads throughout the land. On that day, I'm taken back to the Ivory City under the accusation words. You're just waking up, so good. That's good. Of being a sorceress, they imprison me in the courtyard behind the ruined sanctuary. Now I can only wait to be sent to the court of Justicia. The sanctuary is cold and bleak. The cat, which has never managed to climb over the courtyard walls, has put on 10 pounds. It seems to have grown accustomed to life behind these walls, bound by invisible threads. Only I know my dragon is still alive. He flies across the abyss to find me on every moonlit night. This is a secret that only I can see. Under the moonlit sky, Silas sits on the weathered platform between two statues. As the sound of crunching grass reaches his ears, he turns his head.
You're awake? Or were you struggling to fall asleep?
Chains drag through the overgrown grass as I walk towards him. Reaching out my hand, he gently pulls me up and holds me in his arms.
I've been feeling restless. I suspect it's because half of someone's soul is being noisy in my body again.
That's a good thing. Silas quickly brings his legs together and blocks my movement.
Don't move.
He carefully dries my dew-soaked hair with a silk handkerchief. His voice is taken on a more solemn tone, as if he's grappling with a matter of great significance. I stay nestled in his arms. When I lower my head, I see his curled-up tail. The dragon's tail coils around my ankle. Even the deepest wound on its tip has almost completely healed. I fell asleep while waiting for you these past few nights. Why didn't you wake me up? As the silk handkerchief absorbs the moisture at the ends of my hair, Silas allows me to turn my head. A gentle smile graces his lips.
Someone was dreaming and continued to say my name.
Hey! I lift his chin and scrutinize him. With a relaxed grace, the corners of Silas's mouth curl up. He nuzzles my fingers.
Did you actually dream of me?
Have you never dreamed of me? He doesn't speak, he just looks at me.
Before I was sealed away, I did dream of you. I just didn't expect I'd be willing to dry that person's hair one day.
And you also happen to be enjoying it. So what did I do in your dream exactly? Did I point a sword at you? The candlelight flickers alongside something else in Silas's gaze.
What about you? What did I do in your dream?
The boy from my dreams appears before me again. Under the moonlight, the horns and tail of the fiend reflect a dim glow. I meet his gaze. Numerous words bubble up within me, yet they become entangled on the tip of my tongue. On this dimly lit night, I hold him close and pour all my strength into hugging him. Oh, thank you, Dr. Gamer. Since you've taken half of my soul, even if the world turns its back on you, I'll always stand by your side. You're not even allowed to think about leaving me. My heartbeat resounds like a drum in my ears as Silas lowers his head. He rests his chin on my shoulder.
All right.
The candlelight washes the moon's glow in a warm hue. I lay my head on his arm and entwine my fingers with his, reaching out to grasp the light together. Let's make a pinky promise.
Hmm?
To never betray each other.
Our souls are bound. We will never betray each other. Even if doomsday arrives outside this sanctuary. Even if the world crumbles.
This promise can't be broken.
This promise will never be broken.
Silas is just over here destroying me right now. It's fine. I had to get the plushie. I'm cuddling with the plushie while I read this because I just know. Okay, chat, it's the last part. On that dew-drenched midsummer night, time seemed to freeze in place. Every thought of the future remained sweet and light. After giving up half of my soul, the great sword never appeared again. Perhaps I lost the power to wield it, no longer able to slay the dragon. Does this mean the dragon's curse has been broken? All I can do is look towards Taurus City. But as time goes on, the half of the dragon's soul within me burns more fiercely. A fervent desire like his searing my mind. With the ever-changing days and nights, I start to forget who I am. Sometimes I'm the dragon hiding alone in the Black Chapel. Other times I'm a human awaiting judgment in the sanctuary courtyard. When I came to my senses one time, I found myself sinking my teeth into the neck of a soldier who was guarding me. The courtyard grows quieter by the day, perhaps because there are fewer people left in the Ivory City. The planet is in rapid decline. Before leaving, the last soldier tells me that the dragon has broken free from their restraints. He's gone completely mad and has nearly destroyed every city. The end of the world will be upon us soon. This ruined path will only have the rampaging dragon left. I haven't seen Silas until the doomsday judgment arrives. They take me to the highest court of the Justicia on Philios. The court of Justicia hangs high in the sky. Under swirling red clouds, several arbitrator wings, symbolizing divine retribution, stay silent as they circle above. Amidst the ranks of the Legion of Justicia, the sacred judicator wearing magnificent robes stands on the looming platform like a lifeless statue. An ancient voice reverberates across the planet, enumerating the crimes of the dragon and I have wrought upon the world. The reason why this grand execution is being held in the first place.
First crime, worshipping evil and desire, showing no repentance, letting your heart fall to corruption. Second crime, consorting with the fiend and bearing its mark, tainting your very body with corruption. Third crime, plundering wealth and embracing insatiable greed, actions steeped in corruption.
Chains bind me at the center. Beyond the rattling of the chains as I struggle, I hear nothing. Blood surges into my head, a restless fury rising in me, dragon-like and fierce.
You are guilty on all 15 counts, sorceress. You shall be executed as a result, and it will be done immediately.
With a shrill cry from the arbitrator wings, a bolt of lightning strikes my soul. Struggling to keep me upright, my knees buckle under the weight, but before I can stand again, another bolt of lightning rips through my mind and tears apart my senses. Maddie, thank you for the raid. With my face pressed against the cold floor, I recall the image of the dragon plummeting into the valley, his chest pierced by a sword. Silas. I remember the dragon who likes that requiem, but I've never sung it to him in full. This is the first and the last time. It's like I'm back in Taurus City at the night, and I sit atop the dragon's lair. He sits beside me, and it says, "Sing it again." The internet died. Fuck. Tiny notes squeeze their way out of my chest and gradually forge the fragments of an unfinished melody. If you can't hear this now, someone might never sing for you ever again. Soul-piercing lightning repeatedly interrupts my song, but I keep singing, unaware that all other sounds have faded away. The entire court of Justicia falls into complete silence. Only the sorrowful requiem echoes through its halls. As the final notes fade into the earth, there is a long silence, and then, as if to respond in kind, a deep, resounding roar emerges from behind the crimson clouds. Is that a dragon?
It's here. The dragon is here. The true doomsday judgment has begun. Get her. Get the bait.
Thank you, Sad Bunny Panda. Thank you. The floor rumbles as the 18 towering statues surrounding the court pivot, revealing their spearheads. The Legion of Justicia surge from all directions like a tide, the cold gleam of their blades pointing at the dragon. Only upon hearing the sacred judicator's command do I realize my judgment was actually a trap for the dragon. The flames tremble on the ground. Stone feathers launched by the arbitrator wings pierce through the dragon's wings, while the electrified arrows from the Legion lodge themselves in his scales. The wings are nearly shredded, but no amount of damage could stop a dragon in a frenzy. It's as if he feels no pain. In the end, I am the only one left standing on this vast platform in the court of Justicia. Through the clouds, the dragon, battered and broken, dives towards me, his eyes filled with nothing but the wild chaos of a beast. I know he's just a dragon now. He doesn't recognize me anymore. Closing my eyes, I recall that long, drawn-out story about a dragon that I watched in a dim tavern. A man called Silas was next to me. In the end, the dragon plunged his bloody claws into his lover's chest.
Yet a monster can never truly become a human. He cannot escape his fate as a dragon. Nor can he love anyone for long. At the end of the story, he killed his beloved. This is the dragon's curse.
Yes, it's the end of another story. Facing the wind, I spread my arms. I want to embrace my dragon one last time. Oh, I'm gonna cry. But I don't feel an embrace, nor the touch of death. Just before the dragon strike lands, I feel a hand seize my wrist. He presses my hand against his chest. I feel the resonance between two souls. Silas? In the split second before the dragon's death blow, under the pull of our resonating souls, the blood-red greatsword appears in my grasp. My heart lets out a silent scream, yet the sword still pierces the dragon's chest. It looks as if I were the one who plunged it in. What have I done? There's so much blood.
You must press on. Because if you don't, there's no going back.
If I fall, fate itself will plunge us into the abyss as it was written. I won't be able to go back. The dragon grips my hand tightly and uses all of his strength to push the sword further into his own chest. It's as if an unyielding life is mocking the curse and making a final stand against fate. I hold onto the dragon's neck as we plummet through the clouds together, with the last bit of his own strength The dragon carries me away from the court of Justicia. We fly over the black obsidian chapel and crash into a valley filled with blooming datura. His body lies quietly among the flowers, and his garnet-like eyes is my reflection. Look at me. You're not allowed to close your eyes. My tears fall onto him as I lower my head. I allow him to place a kiss on my forehead. The dark red glow in his eyes dims. Obsidian-like crystals crawl over the dragon's scales, slowly covering his entire body. My dragon is gone. As his body disintegrates, shards of crystal begin to peel away. The wind blows through the valley, lifting those fragments like black petals wrapping around me. At that moment, it feels as if the dragon's soul is passing through my body. His life, everything about him, appears before me. I am a mess. Deep within a cave, a boy who grew up with dragons tightly grips the dagger. He presses the gleaming blade amidst the base of his tender horn. He clenches his teeth. Blood flows down a moment later, and he presses his right eye that's filled with rage. It's not long before they're discovered. All the dragons are killed in a valley except for him. He's taken away as a human. But when people saw the horns growing on his head, blades once sheathed were thrust into his chest. He rolls into the rubble at the bottom of the valley. His blood boils. He doesn't know how, but he manages to stand. His legs tremble. When he comes to his senses, everyone who hurt him is already laying in a pool of blood. Black-red mist drifts from their bodies. It travels along the dragon's horns to his tail, before entering the wound in the young man's chest. He's hunchback, splits open. From two bloody streaks, two dragon wings struggle to release themselves. They shatter stone as they suddenly unfold. The curse he once despised has become his strength. He doesn't hesitate this time. He flies into the depths of the valley. The dragon bone, cradled in my arms, dissolves into petals, drifting past me everywhere they touch. The bright red datura flowers turn black. I smell a floral fragrance. Is this the scent of his soul that carries a faint, scorching bitterness? Silas. My beloved was born into an apocalyptic terror. People cursed his existence, fabricated his sins, and celebrated his death. Only one person ever gazed into his jewel-like eyes, embraced his burning soul, and sang to him in the night wind. He had already etched the traces of his existence deep into my life. Yet, his retaliation against fate pierces my chest like a sword. Silas, I curse your soul. He says the best way to punish someone is to let them live forever. I curse your soul to never fade away. You'll always be tied to me, forever. I pinch the last black petal as if grasping the final piece of his soul. This is my curse. Only I can grant you a true death. From the depths of the valley, a faint dragon's roar echoes. The petals flutter, drifting far on the wind, like a dragon returning to the clouds above. I feel something sprouting from my head like tender branches. Sharp pain pierces my spine as the dragon's tail replaces my tailbone. I walk into the valley that once embraced him. It is only after my dragon has gone that I finally become one with him. I knew it was gonna be bad. Fuck. Oh. Zane's destroyed me, so I'm not surprised that Silas is also destroying me. Damn it, dude. What is this this mean for current MC and Silas? Is he gonna turn into a fucking dragon? Is she gonna have to kill him? Love and depression. It is not love in deep space. He remembers her. He's going to remember her forever because she cursed him. God damn it. I don't want them to have a bad ending. I want them to have a good ending. We're crying right now. And then, what is it, tomorrow? Xavier's main story comes out, and have you guys seen the trailer for that? I'll play it. I mean, I'm planning on playing that. I think it's tomorrow. I'm not okay. I knew it was probably gonna make me cry. It wasn't. Oh god, dude. This lore for Xavier's trailer too, by the way, chat. I've read this. I'm gonna be a mess. I'm not gonna be okay. 2 days in a row. It's fine. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. Oh wait, YouTube's muted. My bad.
Celestial body of mine, slumbering adrift in darkness. Starfall Forest will stop once it has enough power. It will. I'm more afraid of what might come in the future. You can't stay here. Run.
It's recommended to refill the protocol energy cells before takeoff. Do you still want to proceed with the launch?
I knew what the future would entail before I chose this path.
Understood. Initiating countdown.
It chose me this time.
10, 9,
No,
8, 7.
it's okay. A planet that uses to survive doesn't deserve to be saved.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be okay. Yeah. Starting at 5 o'clock a.m. on December 7th. That is tomorrow. It ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be. There's no way. MC suffers just as much as the boys. Each one of them. Each one. People try to say she doesn't suffer, and I'm just like, no, that girl's been through. She's probably got trauma out the ass. She's just lucky she doesn't remember it. That's her biggest blessing, is not being able to remember. Oh, I didn't. I didn't get my diamonds. I'm still over here sniffling. Can I scoot this stuff over just a tiny bit more to put that up there? Perfect. That's interactive. Oh, that's fancy. Oh, that's her little thing from the story. Oh, the music's, it's from that. Wait, does this have music? No. I got a new pose with Silas on a brighter note. Raphael actually released like he made her forget him. That's the backstory with Raphael. Fuck. For Xavier, she died in his arms. Silas just gave his life for her. As dragon form. I'm still recovering. And Zane is forbidden from loving her. He is cursed by Astra. He cannot love her. Hi, Dashi. We just finished Silas's myth. I'm not okay. I don't know, Harpy. I think if I remember correctly, she's like, he like wipes her memory at the end of it. And says, "Goodbye, my beloved bride." If I remember correctly, it's been a little bit. We're going into the snow.
That isn't very poggers.
Actually, what am I doing? I want to turn the music off and play my own. I need it for now. It's just... Dude, I'm not okay. That was loud as hell. Oh. This is the one I just unlocked. Goofy beans. Pretty sure that's... Yeah, it's in here too. Okay, now we can do the pictures. I need to revamp my little thingy. Silas is over here breaking fourth walls too, by the way, chat. I don't know if anybody else realized this. I saw it the other night on Twitter. Or not Twitter. I don't have Twitter anymore. On TikTok. He ain't looking at MC. Wait, now he is. Did they fix that or did I fall for the bait? I fell for the bait, didn't I? They said he's looking at us, but he's definitely looking at MC. You're loving the outfits and the style. I am too. I am too. Wait, I don't want to crop out his horns. The horns are so badass. Perfect. That's canon. They're so cute. I'll take you, Dr. Gamer. I really tried to make my MC look like me, other than I gave her red eyes. She's so pretty. Red eyes, and then when she's just like normal MC, she has gold eyes because when MC uses her evol, it's like gold. So that's why I went with the gold eyes. To me, it just felt canon. Now I can change my little pictures here. Perfect. I need to change this one too. I did say as soon as I got him, I would probably update my profile again.
Our souls are bound.
Thanks for destroying me today, Silas. I appreciate it. Silas was talking to someone, or more like having a friendly negotiation, and got the intel. That didn't count? Oh, I need to do this. That's why. I need to put him in that too for the home screen. My little MC is over here dressed up as a cat still. Perfect. She's so beautiful. Shit, I changed it right at the last second. I need to use the new poses, you know? Perfect. He's so handsome. I kind of want to use the one where he's picking up MC too. Because they won't add that one into Glint photo booth, and I wish they would. Kitty Silas. Kitty MC. Yes. I want this pose in Glint photo booth. I'm sure there's reasons for it, but damn it, I really want it. These will probably be up on one of the social medias later. They'll definitely be in Discord. I have a Love and Deep Space channel in Discord if you guys want to go look at them. No, you can't make me play kitty cards. You can't. I won't do it. Do we see if we can get him again with our 6 wishes? I just want to rank him up one more time. There for a minute, I thought I got him. Come on. Nope. Made 166 wishes and have my Silas. Alright. Silas might talk to you guys, chat, but I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Odd, the oranges disappeared from the table. Really? You don't know? But your fingers smell just like them. Odd, the oranges disappeared from the table. Really? You don't know? But your fingers smell just like them.
Odd, the oranges. That's just his famous line at this point. Camera focus. It's doing that thing again where it doesn't want to focus on me.
Odd, the oranges disappeared
Silas,
from
you
the
don't need to.
table.
We don't
Really?
need to keep
You
talking
don't
about the
know?
oranges.
But your fingers smell just like them.
There. There, you guys can see his little heart interaction again.
To understand one's heart, be honest. You use heartbeats and I use eye contact.
Alright. Shit. I'm gonna end stream, chat, because I do want this to be like a separate YouTube thing. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it.
You're
I think I
mine
am
for
gonna
the
go
rest
live
of the
again though to
evening.
play some games.
Any
So
objections?
it's gonna be kind of a chill day today. I hope you guys are okay with that. I'll be back shortly. I gotta change stream title and everything, but give me a few minutes. Okay? Okay. Thank you for hanging out.